In Crest, you play as the god of a new world inhabited by humans, godless humans in need of your guidance. However, in a slight twist from previous god management sims, like Black and White and Goddess, in Crest you have no direct physical control over your peoples or the world that you oversee. You cannot pick up a follower, for example, and set them directly to a task. Neither can you manipulate the landscape in which they live, which in Crest is brimming with life of all varieties across a selection of different biomes. Sadly, this means you also can't fling a follower into the sea when the wind takes you. In fact, in Crest, you can only influence your followers through commandments. You issue commandments through a special interface which enables you to build simple sentences with words of power that your people have discovered. So, for example, you can decree that all followers who live on the savannah should go forth and make babies. So it is spoken by the Lord. Once you issue your commandment, it will be passed down to your followers by your leaders or priests, and they can choose whether to follow or completely ignore your edict. I guess being a god isn't that easy after all. On top of this, they can also choose to make amendments to your holy word, which after all consists of 2 nouns and a verb, so it's pretty open to scholarly interpretation. This interpretation, however, can lead to all kinds of crazy misunderstandings, and in one playthrough, a nasty breakout of cannibalism. Luckily, the game also allows you to apply your influence onto these interpretations, or amendments as they're called, by either approving or forbidding them. Once your opinion has been made clear, your loyalists will spread the word, and people will either adapt or reform their beliefs. Of course, being humans, not everyone will agree, and thus conflicts between factions will break out. You can't please everybody, it seems, especially once they've tried the tasty forbidden man flesh. Your influence and control is limited by your influence points, which are set to 10 each half season. These points will be spent by either issuing commandments or approving or refusing amendments. Once they are spent, you are then powerless to do anything but watch your followers try to make up their own minds until the next half season, when your influence points will refresh. It is here for me that the game mechanics start to show their weaknesses. Crest is an interesting concept, but far too passive in its implementation. You don't feel like an almighty god with unlimited power, but more like a bureaucrat updating stone tablets and filing them with the authorities. During several playthroughs, I felt like I was missing something as I sat and watched my followers live and die, whilst I politely informed them that perhaps farming was in this season. Most of the time though, I just spent time watching, passively, waiting for my influence points to replenish, so that I could issue some more commands. As time passes, more words in the form of nouns become available to you, so you can issue more complex orders to your followers. And there is an enjoyment in trying to work out the best selectors to try and choose only certain groups rather than all of your followers. For example, only those who live near metal, or only those people who are happy. But after a while, even this limited challenge fades. One major flaw is the lack of guidance or goal. There is no overarching goal set by the game for you to achieve. You just are, and you shall be until all your followers are dead and you cease to exist. Or, more likely, you just get fed up and switch the game off. I love the concept that the developers Eat, Sleep, Create are trying to build here. It has great potential. It is an interesting take on how religion might not just be simply an all-powerful being making things happen. It is in fact the human interpretation of their word that leads to the rules and the formation of a belief. However, in reality, the gameplay, as the game is right now, is just not that much fun. That said, the game is in early access and the developers seem very open to feedback and are keen to keep everyone updated with developments as they roll out. So my only commandment would be, give me a commandment, tell me what to do, give me a direction to go in, and then I think the game would just be a lot more fun. I guess even gods need guidance sometimes. Crest is available now in early access on Steam.